my name is Emma and welcome to our Memorial Day Assembly. We're going to talk to you about Memorial Day and how special Memorial Day is. Before we start, please welcome Todd and Eleanor from Ms. Hargreaves' class. They will lead us in saying the Pledge of Allegiance.
Pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, for liberty and justice for all.
Memorial Day is a day to honor and remember all the men and women who died fighting for our country, the United States of America. These men and women dedicated their lives so that we can be a free nation.
Thank you, Emma. Memorial Day is celebrated every year on the last Monday of May. Originally, Memorial Day was known as Decoration Day. It was called Decoration Day because family members of fallen soldiers decorated their graves with flowers. Decoration Day only honored the soldiers who died in the Civil War. But after World War I, it changed to all the soldiers who lost their lives in the war. In 1967, it was officially named Memorial Day, and in 1971, it became a federal holiday.
Thank you, Diana. The red poppy is the official flower of Memorial. The practice of wearing the poppies was inspired by the poem In Flanders Fields written in 1915 by Canadian soldier John McCrae. John McCrae was a poet and a soldier during World War I. The day before he wrote the poem, one of McCrae's closest friends was killed in the fighting and buried in a makeshift grave with a simple wooden cross. Wild poppies were already beginning to bloom in the crosses of making the many graves. Unable to help his friend or any of the others who had died, John McCrae gave him a voice through his poem.
Thank you, Lillian. In Flanders Fields by John McCrae. In Flanders Fields the poppies blow between the crosses row on row that mark our place in the sky. The larks still bravely singing fly, scarce heard amid the guns below. We are the dead short days ago. We lived, felt dancing, saw sunset glow, loved, and were loved, and now we lie in Flanders Fields. Take up our quarrel with the foe, to you from falling hands we throw. The torch be yours to hold it high. If ye break faith with us who die, we shall not slink through poppies grow in Flanders Fields. Memorial Day and Veterans Day are not the same. Memorial Day honors those who died while serving their country, whereas Veterans Day celebrates all who have served throughout history. Additionally, a third holiday, Armed Forces Day, recognizes those who are currently serving. More than 1.3 million American service members have died in wars.
Thank you, Autumn. The tradition of setting a separate table in honor of our prisoners of war and missing men and missing military members has been in place since the end of the Vietnam War. The manner in which this table is decorated is full of special symbols to help us remember our brothers and sisters in arms. Each item on the missing man table represents the emotions and feelings reserved for those who did not come home. The ceremony symbolizes that they are with us here in spirit. All Americans should never forget the brave men and women who answered our nation's call to serve and fight for our freedom with honor. The symbolism of the missing man table. The white table to show our everlasting concern for our missing men. The cloth is white, symbolizing the purity of their motives when answering the call to serve. The single red rose displayed in a vase reminds us of the lives of these Americans and their loved ones and friends who keep faith while seeking for answers. The red ribbon symbolizes our continued determination to account for our missing. The candle reflects our hope of their return, alive or dead. The glass is inverted, symbolizing their inability to share a toast. A slice of lemon reminds us of their bitter fate, captured and missing in a foreign land. A pinch of salt symbolizes their tears of our missing and their families who long for answers after decades of uncertainty. The chair is empty, the seat that remains unclaimed at the table.
Thank you, Mia. Throughout history, songs have been used to interpret and remember Memorial Day, offering a variety of ways to honor those who have served and died in the military. From solemn melodies like Tap to patriotic anthems like the Star-Spangled Banner. Music has played a key role in commemorating the holiday. Additionally, songs have been used to tell stories of individual sacrifice and remembrance, like in Flanders Field. Here's a more detailed look at how songs interpret Memorial Day. Taps, this mournful melody played by a single bugler at military funerals, is a meaningful piece of music associated with the death of a soldier. It started during the Civil War and now is widely recognized as a symbol of remembrance and respect. Please welcome Kylie, Violet, Danica, and Dakota in their performance of Taps.
Up. 1, 2, ready.
Yankee Doodle is a traditional song and nursery rhyme. It is often sung patriotically in the United States today. Please welcome Kylie, Violet, Danica, and Ethan to the performance of Yankee Doodle.
Instruments up. 1, 2, ready.
The Star-Spangled Banner evokes a sense of national pride and patriotism. Please welcome Chloe and Miley in their performance of the Star-Spangled Banner.
One, two, ready.
Thank you, band performers.
Memorial Day is a day of solemn remembrance. It's a federal holiday, so it's time we say Happy Memorial Day. But it's important to keep in mind that it's a day of honor and remembrance. Keep in mind as we celebrate this weekend, it comes from a place of grateful joy for the life we live today that was provided by the sacrifices of generations before. On Memorial Day, take time to reflect on the men and women who gave it all for us. Memorial Day is not about grilling hot dogs and barbecue with family and friends. It's an important and special day. It is a day where we enjoy our freedoms and let people know that we love America. Thank you.